In today's video, I'm going to be showing you some of the best sights here in Koh Samui. And so today we've got a very big day ahead of sightseeing. We're going to be checking out all the main spots in Koh Samui. I'm going to be showing you the thousand-armed god Guan Yu. We're going to be eating local delights like the coconut caramel. And I'm going to be showing you Overlap Stone. And of course, the absolute essential grandmother and grandfather rock. So let's get into it. And good morning from an absolutely beautiful sunny day here at the Phut Resort Spa. And we're starting our day correctly with a beautiful breakfast at the swimming pool of my room. This is a private pool and we've got a floating breakfast, which I need to enjoy because we have a very big, busy day ahead exploring Koh Samui. Really excited. But first, I need some coffee. And I'm gonna enjoy this. So first stop, we've actually just come off Koh Samui onto Phan Island because this is called the Big Buddha, and this is the biggest Buddha in the whole of the south of Thailand in competition with Phuket. Yeah, it's amazing. Let's head on up. Now, this big Buddha was made in 1972 and it is 30th biggest Buddha in the whole of Thailand, and it is absolutely beautiful. You can see it's got this wheel around it, and that's meant to represent the circle of life. Now, one of the things I'm loving at this big Buddha is not just how beautiful and how grandiose the golden Buddha actually is, but you've got these lovely surrounding views of the ocean. We can also see Koh Phangan as well from the distance, and yeah, it is just a lovely, lovely sight from up here, seeing that beautiful blue ocean. You really know that you're on Koh Samui when you see that. Now, do make sure when you do come to the temples, you do cover up. It is absolutely boiling, so we have got our tops off. But there are some lovely shops for you to get some clothes, some nice themed attire, elephants on them, and yeah, lots of selection. And our next stop is Pai Laem Temple, and this is meant to represent the three different populations of people that live here in Koh Samui. 50% the Buddhists, 25% the Chinese, and 25% the Muslim. And we're doing it with Mr. Samui. This is Yankee right here. He's our knowledgeable tour guide. And if you're wondering why I know so much about Buddhism, it is because he is a Buddhist tour guide and we are learning so much on this tour. We're getting around the best way in the 4x4 vehicle, and it's so organized. So if you want to book, make sure link in the video description. And so I'm just feeding the fish because if you want to give a donation of 10 baht to the temple, you get given the fish food. And the belief in Thai is that if you are bringing animals such as birds, fish to the temple area, it will actually extend your life. So a lot of Thai people will come here, get some fish food, you know, give it to the fish. And as you can see, there's plenty of catfish. We saw a turtle as well, which was so cute. And yeah, when the fish are in this area, you're not allowed to catch them. So they, yeah. These guys are gonna live for a while, put it that way. Now, Buddhism came from a place in India called Varanasi, and that is where Buddha was actually born. And it was believed that he died around 2,565 years ago. Now, there's actually two populations of Thai people. One that believe that the year that we're actually in is the year 2565, and the other population that believe that we are in the year 1565, so 1,000 years after Buddha actually died. And in Buddhism, there are two gods that represent them, the green one and the white one with the multiple faces. Really amazing place that we're in right now, and you really get a true sense of the Buddhist religion. Come on, tell us about him.
So this is called Happy Buddha.
Yeah, and if you rub Happy Buddha's...
If you rub his tummy,
yeah,
you will be wealthy like his body.
Ah, so that's the belief. So
yep,
we need to give it a rub.
Yeah.
Now, Buddha was actually believed to be a descendant of God, and he was born into the Indian royal family. But when he was born, a fortune teller said that there would be two potential fates for him. If he was to follow the route of the king, he would become the biggest and most powerful king in the world. Or alternatively, he could follow the four signs. And what are those four signs?
The sign of the old man, sick man, and dead man. And the last one is the monk.
And if he was to do that, he would become the biggest monk of all time. And he did end up escaping the castle of the royalty route and pursuing the biggest monk of all time, becoming the Buddha. Now, after Buddha decided to follow the way of the monk, he found a tree and began to meditate under it. He also started to hurt himself, biting his own tongue, at which point the green god came down to him with a 3-string guitar and said to him, when you play that guitar, if the string is too strong, it will break the string, but if it's too weak, it will be out of tune. And at that point, Buddha realized that life was all about balance. And the green god said to him that only believe in yourself first before you believe in any god, because you are in control of your own destiny. And at that point, Buddha understood the way of life. So I know I've said this before, but I genuinely think that Guan Yu, the Chinese god, is probably one of my favorite representations of God that we've seen here in Thailand. It is so unique with the 1,000 arms, as it's known as. Unbelievable sight, and you can get some really good photos from this temple. Now, at this temple, you'll actually notice that there are planes that regularly fly by, and this is one of the first temples that you will actually see from your plane. So as you're flying into Koh Samui, try and sit at the left side of the plane, look out the window, and you'll get a great visual of this temple. This is exactly what you need on a hot, sunny day like today. Cheers, boys. And so our next stop is Khao Hua Jook Temple, and this is located in Chaweng, which is the main tourist area of Koh Samui. Now, the reason that you're going to come here isn't necessarily for the beautiful pagoda up here, but it is for the incredible panoramic 360 views of Koh Samui that you can see. You can see the beautiful azure blue water. It is absolutely stunning from up here. And also we can see the airport that we came in from. And if you're lucky, you might be able to see some planes landing. But yeah, in the distance, you can also see Big Buddha, which is really quite a spectacle. Lovely views from up here. And I've just found out a really interesting fact. Now, as monks aren't actually allowed to touch women or look at women, that is the reason why women have to cover up at temples. Men aren't actually required to cover up, covering their shoulders or their legs. The only reason that men do cover up is just in this day and age to make things equal for men and for women. So if you're wondering about the meaning of the gong, it is not just for good luck, but it is actually to tell the monks what time it is. So if it's 4 a.m., which is when they wake up, you would hit the gong 4 times. It's 4 a.m. It's not actually 4 a.m. It's about, what, midday? And our next spot is Koh Samui's top visited destination. This is the Hin, Ta and Hin Ya rock. Hin stands for rock, Ta stands for grandfather, and Ya stands for grandmother. Now, the story behind how these rocks actually formed in their current position was actually the son who was marrying a lady who lived in Hue Hin, and the grandmother and grandfather had a load of money that they were bringing from the south of Thailand on a boat. Now, unfortunately, there was a storm, and the storm made their boat capsize, and they unfortunately did drown just off the coast here. But the rocks formed as a way of letting their son know that they were on the way with the money. It's a natural formation. Now, it doesn't necessarily look like any old rock. I mean, I'll leave it to your imagination. What have we got here?
Coconut caramel.
We've got coconut caramel,
Yeah.
right.
The first one is made out of the original coconut brown sugar.
Yeah.
And this one is made of pandan leaf.
Yeah.
And it's sticky rice.
Ah,
Black
wow,
sticky
okay.
rice.
And this is the finished product.
Yeah.
Looks amazing.
refresh.
So this right here is a local delight from Koh Samui. If you're getting it anywhere else, it is not the real deal because this treat came from this island. And we're gonna try it right now with the pendant. This is the pendant. It's gooey, it's sticky. Wow, look at that. Oh yeah, so good. It's like, I love gummy sweets. And this is sweet. It's exactly like it looks. Look at that. Look at that. This is coconut caramel, people. I could eat this all day. This is a problem. Being here for too long. Let's just stay here. Let's just sack the rest of the door off. We're staying right here. So this is overlap stone, and I have absolutely no idea how this massive rock actually ended up here, but it is an absolute crazy sight to see. But if you come down here, you will get some unbelievable views all over Koh Samui. It's absolutely beautiful up here. And guys, let me tell you something. This is the shot that you get for Instagram, but this is the reality. Now, to get around Koh Samui, most of you will probably be hiring a scooter. You can do that all over the island. There are many places to rent from, but personally, I believe that the best way to get around is with a tour guide and in this 4x4. This is an amazing way to hit sites that your scooter probably won't be able to get you to. So we've got a little snack for, just a little bite to eat for a bit of energy. It's a puff pastry with like a, is that looks like potato to me, pal.
No, that's not.
That's bean.
That's bean, yeah.
Oh wow, they got bean in there, and yeah, let's have a taste. Oh yeah, it's definitely bean. That's wicked, mate. That is.
Wait until you try the coconut.
Spot on. Got coconut one, chicken one. Get yourself one.
It's like chicken curry and a puff pastry.
Yeah, all the spots, mate.
Very good.
Now this little pastry stop does involve a little stop off and a look at Guan Yu. Now that is very cool, especially if you played Dynasty Warriors like I did. PS2. Let me know in the comments if you played Dynasty Warriors. Unreal. So directly behind me is the mummified Luang Par Dang. Luang Par is the surname given to monks that live to an older age. And this monk died in 1973 at the age of 79, but he was a very prominent figure here in Koh Samui. A lot of people believe in him, a lot of people pray to him still to this day, and he has been mummified since then. And to be honest, it's quite an eerie sight to see. He's wearing glasses to cover where his eyes have decomposed, of course, and it's just a bit mental to see like it's an actual mummified monk on display for you to come and visit and have a look at. Now, what I find really amazing about the culture here in Thailand is, in the UK, for example, it is like the goal of every parent that their child goes to university and graduates. But here in Thailand, becoming a monk is actually one of those things that the parents really want their children to do. So what am I missing? What's happening?
So this is we do the bell. We have to make a noise without using any stick or banging on it.
And why do you do that?
This is for the good luck.
For good luck. So if you can't get a good sound, you've got bad luck.
No.
Professional's going to show you how it's done. What was that? Wow! That is mental. Can I just say, I've never in my life heard that sound. That is a really unique sound. So what does that mean? The fact that you can make that noise means you have good luck.
Yeah.
And the fact that Kevin couldn't.
No. You don't have bad.
I'm try again.
It's all bad luck for you, pal.
I'm not leaving.
It's all down here from here.
I'm not leaving until I get this.
I have quite good luck. Not as good luck as Yankee over here, but far better luck than Kevin. But I have scratched my lens and broken it, so I don't know if that's correct.
Yeah.
Second time lucky.
Like this angle.
Give it a swipe. All that practice on Tinder hasn't worked out for you. All that swiping left.
Still hasn't worked out.
So Yankee actually went to monk school for 2 months.
2 months. Yeah.
And it's actually pretty normal for people, children to go to school, then to go to military school for 2 years, and then after that to train as a monk. And you did that, you trained as a monk. So what
For
did that
2
involve?
months.
Yeah.
So when you become a monk, just to pay back to your parent before you get married, or you start a new family.
So it's a way of like giving back to your parents.
Yeah,
All
that's right.
parents want to see their children
that's a dream
go
of
to
their
monk school.
parent.
And it's actually quite a rigorous life. It involves waking up at 4 a.m, praying for 2 hours, then collecting food, eating once at 8 a.m, then resting, and then eating again at 11. And then from 12 o'clock onwards, all you do is pray and clean the temple. You do not eat again. And that is because they believe that you eat to live and not live to eat. So you eat the bare minimum. So our next stop, we've made it to Nam Luang Waterfall, and to get to the top of Nam Luang Waterfall number 2, which is the one that we're going to, where the tourists don't actually tend to get to, there is about a 30-minute hike to the top. And to get there, as you can see, you got to take this quite precarious bridge and route to the top, but there are some amazing waterfalls on your way up, so very much worth it. It's beautiful to be in the nature. Yankee?
Yes.
Yankee, why have you picked up that stick, mate?
Just to lead the way.
Just to lead the way, and what else?
To make a sound, so the snake get away from it.
So the what? The snake?
Snake, yeah.
The snakes?
Yeah.
There are snakes on this route?
Yeah.
What kind of snakes?
Green snake.
Huh?
Poison.
No poison, okay. That's reassuring.
If you're lucky, you see cobra.
If you're lucky, you see a cobra. That is why you go on this route with a guide,
Lucky today.
and not on your own.
So they have a little bay.
So you will notice that waterfall number 1 is a lot busier. The locals go there, tourists go there. But if you want peace and quiet, you got to do this hike, 30 minutes of it. Let's go. Kev needs a time out. I mean, I'm absolutely fine.
Pig now.
Huh?
Sweaty like a pig.
Snake! Didn't even flinch. I was actually pointing at you, pal.
Oh.
Snake. Guys, this is really quite a challenging hike. If you're not agile, if you don't feel fit enough, don't attempt it. Even though it is 25, 30 minutes up to the top to get the most beautiful waterfall, it's quite a challenge. Even I'm finding it difficult. And just like that, we have made it to the top of the waterfall. And as you can see, there's absolutely nobody else here. We've got peace and quiet and this beautiful waterfall all to ourselves. And guys, the view from up here is absolutely spectacular. Look at that, that is unreal. We've got a full view of the valley. We can see the hills and you can actually see the sea in the distance. Absolutely stunning from up here. You can see Pig Island in the distance.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be visiting that in a later video, so click that card up there if you wanna watch that. And down he goes! How's the water?
Nice.
Nice? Cold? No?
Refreshing.
Refreshing? A good way to cool down those burns?
Oh yeah.
That's what happens if you don't bring sun cream. Now, most locals and tourists will only make it to the first point, or Nam Luang Waterfall number 1, but fortunately we are with a guide who has taken us the safest and most effective route to the top of this waterfall. And gotta say, the views, some of the best I've seen here in Thailand. Now, this is the biggest waterfall in Koh Samui, and guys, I've got to say, make it all the way to the top. So worth it, it's so peaceful, there's nobody else here. You get to enjoy this view all to yourself, and for me, that is so worth it in itself. No other people, can rinse off after sweating your way up on that hike, cool down, and just relax, enjoy the views. So the hike down was a lot easier than the hike up, but now we're gonna go and catch the sunset and grab a bite to eat, so back we go. And we made it just in time for a beautiful sunset here at Island View Restaurant. We are going to be grabbing a bite to eat here as well, maybe a cocktail just to enjoy this. Some lovely fishing boats here as well, which is wicked to see. But yeah, amazing beach to just finish an amazing day off. And yeah, it's just been fantastic. Been amazing, man. And this view to finish it off, to top it off.
And you can
unbelievable.
see the Angtong National Marine Park.
Oh, and you can also see the Angtong Marine Park from here. And if you want to check out that video when we visited that, click on that card up there. It's an amazing one. Yeah, this is sick, the fact that you can actually see Angtong National Park, but also you can see Siratani, which is where a lot of people will be getting a boat from to get to Koh Samui if you're not flying. You can see that in the distance down there, which is unreal, especially at this time of the night where you can see a full silhouette of everything, people kayaking. Sick. And so we're finishing up at this lovely restaurant with some incredible sunset views. It's been beautiful. This cocktail is exactly what I needed. It's super refreshing. We are just gonna enjoy some food here as well. And guys, I think this is where I'm gonna wrap up today's video. So if you have enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button down there and also consider subscribing and hit that bell notification button so you get notified for those weekly uploads. But as always, I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. So see you then.